Final score: Stoke 1, Birmingham 2, and a absolutely outstanding performance in terms of winning the game. The we took our chances. We didn't have many, uh, but we took them, and with a 2-0 lead, we looked in absolutely no problem whatsoever. um, to be fair, Stoke rallied, and we made a change which puzzled me, to be honest. They took Dembele off, who was roasting their fullback for fun, and slipped um, Roberts, Tony Roberts, on up front in his place, and went to a two up top rather than the one. Now, this op- to be, through no fault of his own, Roberts did virtually nothing, but run about and fill holes, and we defended then for our lives. Um, Sloppy clearances, didn't get away, and the ball came across, and there was Stokes to tap it in to make it 2-1. So it all became a little bit more frantic. But fair play to our defenders. They got their bodies. Drame particularly, the shot was flying in the net. Poor old Rudds would have had no chance, and it hit him straight in the chest, and they cleared. Now then, uh, perfect away performance in a lot of respect. You go 2-0 up, you hold on to it, and that's what you should do. Uh, Again, that's what we weren't doing under anybody previously. So well done to Mobes for his match management. Um, we saw a little bit of the new man, uh, Dazelle, who again replaced Sunic, who had been tireless in that midfield, tackling everybody, kicking them, and whatever had to be done, he did it. Uh, Dazelle didn't really feature in the game. He got a kick. He got a kick, which worries me because apparently he's got a bit of an injury record and so on and so forth. And we've had enough of them in our club. Thank you very much. We want the lad to do well and stay on his feet. The I've got to be critical about one thing. A lot of the pressure that we had on us was of our own making. We're giving the ball away in midfield, going back to our old habits. Now we had Bielik playing centre half. Don't know why. I know he played there the other night, um, uh, and he wasn't because he's getting the ball on the edge of our box. He wasn't able to find his players as he normally does. So he, and then we've got a string of midfield players who continually give the ball away. We swapped it over, uh, brought it on long, pushed Bielik back into midfield, but we were under such pressure. Basically, he never got out of his own box to be a midfield player. Um, but held out we did. Um, to be fair, the Stoke commentator was saying, well, 27 shots, 27 shots. Yeah, only 5 of them was on target. And of those, Ruddy could have put his crisps down and caught them. I mean, apart from the goal, which shouldn't have happened, uh, their front five was worse than ours used to be. Let's describe the goals. First one, breakaway, and Mayashi slipped Jay Stansfield through. He beat the two centre halves for pace, burst in the box, and smashed. He's a typical Stansfield finish, i.e., just under the middle of the crossbar. Goalkeeper, his air parted, couldn't lay a glove on it. 1-0, and all everything in the garden's rosy. We stayed like that till half time. We had a couple of breakaways again, which didn't quite come to fruition, and frankly, in spite of all their possession, uh, we weren't troubled in the first half. The defence looked rock solid. Again, we don't clear our lines well. We don't. pass through the opposition when we've got the ball in our own half. We tend to try and find people who are covered by two or three, and inevitably, even if they get possession, they get robbed of it very quickly. Now, the second goal, another fantastic effort. Bad foul on the edge of the box, and Bakuna, who hadn't done a fat lot, to be honest, uh, and was at fault with the goal. Um, he had one of his specialist free kicks, and basically he slipped it between the crossbar and the post. As our good friend Andy Gray used to say, you don't stop them. Two goalies wouldn't have stopped them. So there we are. The lads behind the goal are going berserk, and we're 2-0 up, and we're walking it, to be honest. As I said, then he started making changes, which I don't think benefited the side much, to be honest. I think it made it shakier. Um, they scored this goal where Bakuna had done a wonderful piece of backtracking to steal the ball off the winger, but then proceeded to give it him back, and it went round the box, crossed, and there was the guy free as a bird to tap it in. But that was the end of the threat. A lot of pressure, a lot of huffing and puffing, and the Blues' defence was solid as a rock. It's a shame we had to concede a goal, because a clean sheet would have been more than they deserved. So Tony Mowbray, undefeated, 3 out of 3, and 2 goals in every game. Are we no longer the 1 goal a game team? Well, if we are, it's enough going to help. Certainly we'll need a couple of goals on Saturday against Leicester. Incidentally, I managed to get a ticket today. And then we move into the real serious stuff with a game against Middlesbrough that's going to be replaced by the cup tie. I think Middlesbrough got done today. Let me just have a quick look on the old dog and bone. QPR have won. But Sheffield Wednesday have lost, and it means that we're now 8 points clear of the relegation zone. As I said, if we move 1 point away from it each week, we'll get in the playoffs. Anyway, I can't find that, so got a lovely picture of my wife there. Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday lost 2-0 to Coventry. QPR won 1-0 against Millwall. Baggies got beat 1-0. I believe Middlesbrough finished 1-1 with Rotherham. So, that it ain't though that they're firing on all cylinders. Just 2-0 to Norwich West Brom. And who else matters? Blackburn, Huddersfield got a point at Blackburn. 2 teams both playing badly. So, the results have been fairly kind to us, and we're moving up the table. And it's one of those where you think, well, if we win the next one, we could go there. Well, as you and I know, that's the time when we don't. Let's have a look. We're back to 20th, but as I say, we're 8 points clear of QPR, and level with Stoke and Millwall, one behind Blackburn, Swansea, Plymouth. So a win in our next league game would put us on 36 points, would put us something like 14th. So we've got 4 points from the last 2 games and have not moved at all. But in terms of points, we have. So then, lots to talk about on Monday with the Tilton Talk Show back at 6:30, and I'm told that we might have a very special guest. So tune in and enjoy your weekends. I'm going to have a walk by the seaside tomorrow morning because I ain't been very well, to be honest. But I'm feeling $1 million now. God bless you all.